Ben, 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Join JJ and Alex coming up on Thursday, tomorrow, from 3 to 6 at the RV show at the Mountain America Expo Center. The one-stop marketplace for every kind of outdoor recreational vehicle. Tickets available at UtahRVShow.com. It's time for What You Got Wednesday. If you're new to the show, every Wednesday, Ben and I do 2 5-selection drafts, one about sports, one not. I haven't even looked up last week. How did we do last week?
I lost both. Didn't I lose both?
No, I'm pretty sure you won one and Jake won one.
Oh, I thought Jake came back and got a victory. Maybe it wasn't.
Hold on. Ben wins best quarterbacks to win multiple Super Bowls.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. I had a bunch of BYU guys on.
Best Vegas things I won, which...
Okay.
That was a no-brainer. All right. What do we have for sports today?
All right. In honor of it kind of being Valentine's Day, we're doing top 5 player franchise breakups.
And I have the first pick. I'm going to go with Brady and the Patriots.
Okay.
Especially since Brady wins another Super Bowl. And it didn't end so well for Bill Belichick. I think that adds to the drama because those two were so linked for so long. Brady and the Patriots.
Okay. I think that's a good one. I will take the other obvious one from our youth. Michael Jordan leaving the Chicago Bulls. You can either say that's to go play baseball, or that's 98 when he retires, still somewhat in his prime, before coming back with the Washington Wizards. MJ leaves the Bulls.
All right, that's not where I thought you were going to go.
Not the most painful.
That's not where I thought you were going to go. I thought you were going to go with the most publicized divorce of all time.
Okay.
Or breakup, I guess we're not saying divorce. The decision, man.
Okay.
LeBron leaving Cleveland the first time.
Okay.
The decision to do it on national TV, just crushes hometown community, just with a nationally televised punch right in the face.
But he did it at the Boys and Girls Club, and Donovan Mitchell was there as one of the boys of the Boys and Girls Club, which is a very funny backstory. All right. This is the most interpersonal player and player. Give me Shaq and Kobe. That was so dramatic for so long. That was such a stupid soap opera. I hated it. I loved the NBA. That was like my biggest fandom era of the NBA. And it was so obnoxious. But Shaq and Kobe, the breakup, we knew it was coming. In fact, cost them a finals that they had no business losing to the Detroit Pistons. Should have gotten Karl a ring, but those two couldn't get along with each other. And they hated playing together and they lost.
Hey, Kobe, tell me how my grass tastes. Yeah. Well, you mentioned it there. I'm going with Karl Malone and the Jazz.
Okay.
That was right when I started in the business, too, when that happened. So it's burned into my mind. But Karl Malone leaving the Utah Jazz, it was a big deal at the time. He could have either have taken a bunch of money. Larry was going to pay him handsomely to return. But Karl wanted to chase the ring. And it didn't work out, as you point out. Karl Malone and the Utah Jazz.
Let's see. Do you feel like there's obvious decisions here? I've got a couple.
I know what my next pick is going to be if you don't take it.
I'm going to go with... Jerry Rice joins the Raiders. It was the end of his career.
But was it a bad breakup?
No,
the Niners
but
let him go.
It was like, this is wrong.
All right.
This is wrong. He should be here forever.
Now, Ben, you've had several breakups in your life, I would imagine. I've had a couple. I've had a couple of my own. Have you ever been so motivated to get out of the relationship that you disfigure your face? I'm gonna literally cut off my nose so you won't be attracted to me anymore, so I can get out of this relationship. Keep that in mind. My selection: Barry Sanders and the Detroit Lions.
Oh, that's okay.
Barry was 32 or something? He had plenty of tread left on the tire and was like, you know what? I don't want you to trade me. I'm not going to let you cut me. I'm not going to play for you anymore. I'm going to retire. Take that. Take that. That's bitterness right there. That's what that is.
It's He had the all-time record right in front of him, right? Like, we were all waiting for
Best
it.
in history, all that.
Best in history.
Right.
He was going to cement that it was just him.
He said, nope, I'm out.
All right. This one's a little before our time. It's my fourth, a little before our time. It's so famous it has a curse. And that's Babe Ruth leaving the
that's a good one.
Boston Red Sox. Now, the Red Sox traded him. That was not like I'm asking out. The Red Sox sold him to the New York Yankees, right? And it was a heck of a fallout. Because Babe Ruth goes on to be the greatest player of all time, and the Red Sox don't win a title for 104 years or whatever it was.
This is my last one, and honestly, I think I'm just creaming you in this draft, which means that I'm probably going to lose. But we were talking about how you don't trade the best player in.
This is where I was going to go next.
You don't trade the best player in basketball
ever. This is where I was
ever.
going.
Well, that doesn't apply to football.
Oh, okay. It's not where I was going. All right. Go ahead.
This is a real compliment to Steve Young, but I'm going to go with Joe Montana and the Niners because they pushed him out for Steve Young. He told them, he said, I got years, I could do this. And they said, we like Steve. Thanks for the 4 Super Bowls, you clown. Have a nice day.
Good luck. Good luck with all that.
We're going with old number 8.
Okay. And I will just go with the only comp to that in hockey, and it's the Edmonton Oilers trade the native son, Wayne Gretzky, to LA.
That's a good one, but nobody cares about hockey, Ben.
But it's Gretzky, and he had been the best player on the planet, was already known as the greatest player who'd ever lived, had led the league in points basically every year he'd been in in fact, I think it was every year he'd been in the NHL, and they still traded him to the Kings, to Los Angeles. That was brutal.
Yep.
And that's still a famous one. I know hockey doesn't quite resonate, but let's start laying the foundation because it's coming.
Let's review.
All right. I might need to reword a few of them, but this is what I got down. So we have 1, Tom Brady leaves the Patriots.
This is for Jake?
This is for Jake, yes. 2, LeBron James leaves the Cavs. 3, Karl Malone leaves the Jazz. 4, Barry Sanders leaves the Lions. And 5, Joe Montana leaves the Niners.
Great.
Ben?
I would add, will you put next to LeBron's, put the decision? Because he's left the Cavs twice.
Yes, put the decision.
And once was more obvious than
Okay, in parentheses.
Yep. All right.
Ben, you have 1, Michael Jordan leaves the Bulls. 2, Shaq and Kobe split. 3, the Niners, I guess, technically trade Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice leaves the Niners.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's easy.
4, Babe Ruth leaves the Red Sox. And 5, Wayne Gretzky leaves the Oilers.
Great.
All right.
That was a fun draft.
That was a good one.
Good job, Sarah.
All right. Next.
All right. Keeping with the Valentine's theme, we're doing top 5 best love songs.
This one I think will be controversial, but I bet you we're not going to be competing necessarily for a ton of these.
Okay.
I get Ben goes
gets
first.
the number 1 pick.
All right, let me ask you this. Is there an obvious number 1 pick?
No.
Sarah, do you think there's an obvious number 1 pick here? I don't think so either. I will take I Will Always Love You. When I think of love songs, I know it's been like 3 straight drafts in a row, but Dolly or Whitney Houston, it's a great song. It's a great love song. It's timeless.
I will say, when you asked me if there's an obvious pick, that's the first thing that came to my brain.
Okay, and mine too.
But
so 66% of us thought that was the answer.
I think it could have been. Yeah, I mean.
Okay.
But
you're right. I don't think there's much overlap here.
I'm going to go with My Girl, The Temptations.
Okay. I have My Girl as 3rd on my list. Okay, well, that changes.
There are very few songs, I've said this before, but there are very few, if any, songs that you can recognize on the first note. My Girl, you know immediately it's My Girl based on the first note. Ben's adjusting.
Here's the problem. The name of this song is not what people would know it by, so I almost wonder if I should wait on it. I'm going to wait on it. I'm going to move that down my board at risk of losing it. I'll take Hallelujah by Jeff Buckley.
All right, man. You could have sat on that for the whole draft.
Probably. But everyone loves that song. It might be the best song of the 90s or whenever it was released.
All right.
I mean, I know he didn't write it, but give me Hallelujah.
I am going to go next with Let's Stay Together by Al Green.
Okay. Romantic.
Whether times are good or bad or happy or sad, Ben, it's a great message.
I love that song. Yeah. This is the song again. Because people, I don't know how many people know the name of this song. Is that this is the name of the song? Give me Unchained Melody.
That was on my list for sure. By the Righteous Brothers.
By the Righteous Brothers. It's the song in, as Sarah, we've told you to watch with your boy or your husband.
Don't.
Tonight's the night. Ghost.
That may have ruined that song.
Watch Ghost tonight. Very romantic movie. Unchained Melody. I love that song.
I do too.
There's
great.
There's an a cappella version by the Fleetwoods, which is one of the greatest songs I've ever heard. Anyways, Unchained Melody. Love that song.
All right. I'm going with I Say a Little Prayer by Aretha Franklin.
Okay.
Originally written by Burt Bacharach. I know we weren't competing for that one.
This is my fourth, so I've got two left. All right. This is tough. I'm going to go with Pretty Woman by Roy Orbison. I know we talked about it yesterday. It's a great song.
It is?
And it's people know what song I'm talking about. It's got some popularity that I think will help in the draft.
Yeah. Sure. There's just so many out there. It's hard to even criticize because so how do you leave this up? I don't know. There's lots of great love songs out there. Let's see. All right.
We should have had hands on for this.
Well,
Yeah, we should
I
have
won't be
had,
surprised if they
yeah.
redraft this one. I won't be surprised if they go on a redraft here.
I guess I'll go with a new flair just to maybe this gets some votes. My wife also really likes this song. Someone Like You, Adele.
Yeah, it's a great song. You know what? I love this song. It's a classic song. Give me Your Song by Elton John.
Wonderful pick.
Great song. Super sweet. Beautiful song. Elton John.
Surprisingly honest
Your
from
song.
a lyric writer who's like, I can't think of anything, so
Yeah.
I'll just write about how I
Yeah.
can't think of anything. I'm with you.
Yeah, I love that song.
All right, the last one. This one's for my wife because she loves Etta James. But At Last.
At Last, yeah. That was the one I was debating on taking.
Yeah, that's not going to give me any votes, but it'll get me one vote.
It's kind of like the
It's
great love song.
Really, only the vote that matters.
Played at every wedding.
Surprised no one took LOVE. Love.
Yeah.
L is for the way you look
Oh yeah.
at
Okay.
me.
All right. Well, I'm sure we missed some. Let us know. You usually do. You can X at Ben's Hoops, and you can tweet me at Jake Scott Zone.
Honorable mentions?
Elvis, I Can't Help Falling in Love with You.
Yeah,
We
it's a
played
great
that
song.
earlier.
Yeah, it's a great song.
No, we
played
played Burning Love earlier.
But that's, yes. This Must Be the Place by the Talking Heads. It's a great song. I love that song. As far as love songs go. Takes a muscle to fall in love is a crazy song, but a good one.
When a Man Loves a Woman.
When a Man Loves a Woman.
I played that earlier.
Yeah, there's lots of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's what we write about. We write about relationships.
A lot of people do. All right, did we review here? Let's review.
All right, Jake, you have 1, My Girl, 2, Let's Stay Together, 3, I Say a Little Prayer, 4, Someone Like You, and 5, At Last.
You know what? I missed one of my 5 favorites. Anyways, go ahead. I'll tell you what it is.
Ben, you have 1, I Will Always Love You, 2, Hallelujah, 3, Unchained Melody, 4, Pretty Woman, and 5, Your Song.
The Very Thought of You by Nat King Cole. Billie Holiday also recorded it. That would have been absolutely, I should have had that on my list. That was a mistake.
Oh, well, you had to go with Pretty Woman instead.
Yeah. I love Pretty Woman too. Also Gloria by Van Morrison.
Yeah, I guess you could say that's a love song, I suppose.
It's about love.
Kinda. I guess, yeah.
Yeah, a very literal form.
The physical manifestation of love. Yeah.
Should have gone with the very thought.
All right. Okay, we'll wrap up Jake and Ben coming up next. 97.5 DKSL Sports Zone.